Hello, we're talking about Mars energy. I am so glad to be here with y'all. I'm still riding high on the victories that God has given me. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of our platform. First of all, salutations to my madrina, to my madrino, to my Ova, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajay, conjurers and workers of the Bible. Thank you. What's up there, Jeremy in the house? Salutation. Then we got my Demetrius in the house. Gemini is in here on this Tuesday, and then there was Mama Susan. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I do realize that a lot of people are at work. I'm retired, but I'm here, going through what I dealing with the medical situations that I'm dealing with. I want y'all to know I'm gonna explain some stuff today. Hopefully everything I'll be done this week, and then I can take care of my classes and all that next week, and my some of my consultation. I want to say hello first of all also to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. Now, as you guys are tuning in, I want to say this, and I'm excited about the information. What's up, Tree Runner, Aries in the house? What's up, Sierra? Um, the cayenne pepper. Um, Mother Susan is 69 years old. She's been going through this chronic pain most of her life. And things that I share on here, because it's going to tie in with the message. The things I share with you guys is stuff I use. I'm a person that I'm not going to talk about something that I don't use. If I won't give it to my mom or to my sister or my brothers or my loved ones, I don't bring it to you. If I don't trust it, I don't endorse it. And the reason I believe in, because I'm a Sagittarius, Moon in Aries, and Rising sign Pisces, I believe in being first partakers. So anything you see me talking about, expressing my gratitude for, I use it. It's nothing that I put on my platform. My bath cleansers, I use my incense, my candles, everything everybody has access to. I even have talisman. I have talisman too, even though I have their Orishas. So, I know Sister Tree Rhonda. What's up there, Miranda Jones? I'm glad I'm right, Joe. I did a rice paper for you, and I didn't know your last name. I just knew that you were from Hawaii and that you love me. That's all I had to go on. So I'm gonna do this for you today, Jones. Aquarius. I even knew you was an Aquarius. I knew you lived in Hawaii. I know you good to me. What's up, Ryan? My Libra in the house. So I'm gonna discuss. But anyway, so Mother Susan has been on this cayenne. I had to teach her how to say it, Tree. Just like you had teach me how to say acai. And so I was I'm like Demetrius, and that's why I clicked with Demetrius. Another reason is because I'm more like a scientist. I'm gonna check on you. What's going on? How you feeling? What's going on? So she was telling me. She said, Apostle. She said not only she said my knees, my ankles, all that's going down. And she said at this age, she said I finally wake up with no pain. I don't have no pain in my joints, my knees. She said I was accustomed to having, and she said everything I have used did not work. It's like it subsided, but it came back. She said this is the first time that I have been waking up in my life and not in pain. Do you understand? She said, I really want to send you another picture of my ankles. She said, because it's to see something move in real time. That's what we're talking about, the energy of Mars. This is so significant for Mother Susan, because this is what I mean by, if you got the tools you need, you don't have to pray like you pray. The reason why we find ourselves giving about Ashe as much as we do is because of our diet or the things that we are not ingesting. When I tell you that I got my own testimony, But when the mother of the church, almost 70 years old, can tell you that she is not waking up. And let me tell you something. Sunday, what's up my crab cakes? That's Monique 444. And I tell you, she was pick them up and putting them down Sunday in church. But this is the thing, I wanted to wait after service. So I called her later that evening. I said, how your body feeling? When I heard that she was not in pain, because a lot of things we do, whether it's in church or whether it's a job or run our business, we do it in pain. We do it in discomfort. She didn't have to suffer any consequences physically, because Mars rules the physical. If you are a fire sign Aries, if you are a moon sign Aries or rising sign Aries, or you got Aries in your chart, you better listen unto me today. You ain't got to do what I say, but I would give an ear, a listening ear to her personal testimony. Now, cayenne pepper is also ruled by Mars. I'm going to say it again. Mars will heal you or kill you. Come on here, somebody. Cayenne pepper has been significant in the Black American experience because it creates circulation. It's a catalyst. A catalyst is a booster. There are certain things that we use in conjure, whether it's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Hoodoo, Obia, it don't matter. A catalyst, Aries is a starter. Before you see a forest fire, it got to start from a match, a light. That's what Aries is, a spark. Aries get things popping. It get things moving in one direction or the other. Understanding this energy not only brings challenges to you, but it helps you have the willpower, because we're talking about Aries energy, iron energy on today. Because I'm teaching, I'm going to show you, I know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm talking about what can help you naturally and what can help you spiritually. I'm going to say it again. I believe in duality. I believe in take care of the inside, that it work on the outside. Okay? And when it comes to Aries energy or energy, period, energy in life. If you got that force of iron in your life, it's going to show up and show out. My subject today, and it's actually where I'm at, it's really sunny. So I'm going to give me some sun. All right. So my subject today, and congratulations, Mother Susan. And she ain't even been on the car. I went and bought her some because I'm going to show you. This is a cayenne pepper that I buy her from vitamin store. This one right here. So you can order it, or you got a vitamin store, you can go and pick it up. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I ain't telling you what to do. It's it also thins the blood. Now that I have a hemoglobin of 15.5, more blood than I ever had in my body, to my knowledge, that blood got to circulate. That hemoglobin got to circulate. That's why my tissues and my cells, are being repaired. I got some red blood cells inside my body repairing some things, and I got some renewing some things. That's what Aries energy will do for you. Come on, somebody. So let me go in here, cause I'm feeling really feisty. I'm feeling really feisty. Now my subject is new wine in the ATRs. New wine in the ATRs. So if you find yourself getting you some cayenne pepper, I show you my brand. Tree got home testimony. My son got his own. My sister already had some cayenne, but she ain't had none of this. So I gave her some too. I gave it to my mom. See, if it's good enough for the goose, it's good enough for the gander. Come on here, somebody. Now, I don't tell people what to do, but I'm talking about for me in my house. For me in my house. And my Johnson is strong as well as long. Thank you, Lord. So your daddy and your mama in trouble. Yes, sir. I don't want nothing but throat. Like the basketball, I don't want nothing but net. I don't want nothing but throat. Anyway. So, I told y'all I'm excited. So, I'm going to be coming from Luke, the 5th chapter. I normally have this already ready, but I got too hyper. Luke, the 5th chapter, 37 through 39. And this is very, very important for this message. Okay. It said, verse 37, and no man put new wine in old bottles. What's up there, my 69? Yes, baby. No man put new wine in old bottles, else the new wine will burst the bottles and be spilled, and the bottle shall perish. Verse 38 says, but new wine must be put into new wine must be put, certain man, in new bottles. And both are preserved. When you decide to get new information and you decide to put it in a renewed mind, they both shall be preserved. I'm talking to somebody. When you decide to put a new foundation of patterns in your life, in a new perception, a new pattern, they both shall be preserved. But if you constantly getting new information and new knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and you're yet running the old program, you're going to suffer loss. So you can do something new and end up the same way. But if you decide to be rekindled, revived, reinvigorated, you're going to find yourself in a place of preservation. I want y'all to know. It says, verse 39, no man also having drunk old wine straightway desires new. For he said the old is better. That's somebody that don't want to change. But we ain't here to talk about them. We talking about Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo that want to change, want a different outcome. So let me talk to you on today. In this particular message, new wine is represented by the blood. I told y'all yesterday, iron. When you dealing with Ogun, when you were dealing with Mars energy, it's about physically making something happen for you. So I got some new wine. I want y'all to look at it. If you want it, it's $60 a bottle. So all the Nkisi, all the spirits love red wine. Why is this a particular offering that you can give your ancestors? You pour the wine to the foot of the tree. If you got a tree, either the pine tree or the saber tree, or you got cauldrons, why they accept red wine? Let's talk about it, because the red wine brings about energy because of the red color, because that's what spirit of iron represents. I want to talk to y'all today. So symbology in hoodoo and conjure is about let me say it like this. I want you to get past just getting what somebody told you, but understanding why it is being implemented. So you will have a better understanding how magic works, how magic and conjure makes a difference in your life. I don't want to say just go get some red wine. I want you to have an understanding why certain things manifest very differently. Just like Aries, fire moves fast. That's why cayenne pepper circulates the blood. It pushes the blood. It pushes the iron. It pushes the oxygen. You want to get something started, and every Aries is pushing. And that's where it comes from. It's not because they're being rude, but that energy, once activated, it gets stuff popping. That's why I know at certain time when my temperament is by whooping somebody's ass, I don't call Sister Tree. I don't call her, because there's gonna be a definite yes. Let's make this happen, Daddy. You understand? See, energy, frequency, and vibration don't change because that's your mama. Don't change because they're your daddy. Don't change because they're your uncle or your aunt or your supervisor. Energy is needed. I feel this. When I tell you I got me a new crystal, a new baby crystal. It ain't really a baby, but it's my baby. It's for my conjure and for my people. But I'm trying to get y'all to understand. New blood bring new opportunity. But if you got it sitting in something old, run down, this is why Aries move from one thing to the next. Because this energy will have you perpetually going in a direction. So the red wine is symbology to life, to the ancestors. Red represent the root chakra. That's why we grounded to this particular part of our body is grounded to the earth to get nutrients, to reach our ancestors, our egon. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. half of black people are always looking up to heaven when they talking to their ancestors. But they don't realize that when you throw out libations, you throw it on the ground. When the witch of Endor was calling up Samuel, they were on the ground. So that lets me know, the Bible said that Yahshua went into the earth and brought them to the heaven. Asher to asher, dust to dust. You need to understand the symbology of why you're doing certain things. Stop being in ceremonies and being ignorant because they bought a bottle of wine. You need to understand the significance. Okay. So it deals with the root chakra, and we're dealing with the ancestors. And you put a bottle of either a bottle if you got the kind of money, or you pour a glass of wine. But you're not doing it with lack of understanding. You understand that the frequency of this red wine is iron and it's the blood. And because you got new wine, fresh wine, it's gonna reinvigorate. It's gonna strengthen your ancestors. Come on here, somebody. Conjure mysticism is universal. I ain't telling no secret of the ATRs, so don't come for me. I'm telling you what goes for the universe. Everybody is affected. The Christians can do it. The atheists can do it. Now, our trade is important, but I'm going to stick where I'm going. Now, the fact that I understand that in order for me to get new wine, new spirit, new blood, that red blood cells are produced by the bone, from the bone. When the body lacks nutrients because you're not eating certain things in your diet, then the body gets it from the bones. Because that's where the red cell, blood cells stem from, the bones. Obatala. I want y'all to know how all this is connected. Whether you were in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, I want you to know how it's connected and why it should make sense. It's not a mysticism. It's not a spook. It's a science by which it derives an energy, frequency, and vibration. You understand? So now that I understand where my red blood cells come from, I understand why vitamin D is so important. To all my ladies and gentlemen that like D, ding-a-ling-ling-ling. D is important for your structure. So if you bull-legged, you get some good D in your life and it'll straighten your eye. If you misbehaving, you need some good D in your life to get you some structure. I ain't telling you how to get the D, but I am telling you it's essential for structure. You can take that however you want. That's why I said new wine in the ATRs. Hoodoo gonna be different. Contra gonna be different. Mysticism gonna be different. When we come online and understanding why we got it, because old red blood cells can't do you no good. You need new blood. That's why they can't do nothing. And my doctors, they dumbfounded. Don't crack it. They dumbfounded. Because I know what should be going on in your life, but it's not going on in your body because I got my hemoglobin, I got my iron, I got my copper, I got my gold, Claudia, giving my body what it needs to not only make me healthy, but my conjure, y'all. My conjure is off the chain. My conjure, my energy is pulsating. And when we know we pulsating, we throbbing, we know what happens when start to throb. Anyway, so that's why we use wine or things that represent the blood in the ATRs. Now, I also use Paradoco. If you know that, if you know, you know. I don't use anything up under 500 milligrams. And some things I take 2 capsules because I'm extra. I'm sad. So this is antiviral. This is not to be played with. I don't care if you dealing with any antiviral, antifungal in your blood with iron and vitamin C, then that's the cayenne pepper I told y'all about it. I'm going to show it to you again before I get even deeper in this. And then, now, Mother Susan always wear contacts. Mother Susan said she's seeing better. She's seeing better since she's been taking bilberry. Now, I take it for sexual purposes because it helps with circulation. I don't know. Everything stems back to sex with me. Anyway. But I thank you for the help for my eyes. That's not my intention. That's why herbs are so good. You can have one intention while you taking it, but it can be helping other things. See what I said? The blessing of the Lord do it, make it rich and add no sorrow, and forget not all his benefits. You might be ingesting this for one situation because you got one problem, but don't mean that these nutrients can help other things. It might be mainly used for one thing, but don't mean it can't benefit other things. You understand? Bilberry. Now, this is the one I want to get to because we're going to do some conjuring. Now, I have star anise. This is a star anise oil. And I'm using Ebasa. Oh, it's so strong over here. I am using star anise for my third eye and my psychic abilities to enhance my aura, all that stuff. But I got I got Haritaki. I got Haritaki in the bottom. So because I understand ashwagandha is ruled by Mars. Remember I said Mars get things popping? It's a catalyst. Now, I can use other things, but the purpose matters why you're using certain elements. So ashwagandha is good for concentration, love work, war. Oh, that's love work. Mental health, endurance, and physical health. So I got this is my mixture and my blend, plus with my ache. But this is a star anise, Haritaki. Now let me tell y'all something about Haritaki. And this is why this country outlaws certain things from being able to come in. Even down to opioids. The fruit that can actually heal you from opioid addiction is actually banned in this country. But they brought the opioids and the drugs over here. So they let in what can impair you and kill you, but they won't let the antidote come in the country. America ain't nothing to be played with. When I say it's a capitalist society, your health is on the outside. They make sure. But anyway, ashwagandha. So I got sarnies, ebasa, and I got haritaki, and then I got ashwagandha. Now, I wanted to wait until I do this on live, because just like I tell people, you can give somebody something you ain't got. Your body can give you an outcome when you ain't put what you need inside that body. Just like you put inside that body things that make you sick and weak and your energy fail, ashwagandha. Did I bring it? No. So I'm using ashwagandha, and the reason I'm doing it in this particular blend, because I'm sticking to the purpose of why this is all about enhancing my psychic ability. Yeah, y'all know I can read off the chain, but this is gonna enhance it. Now it's floating at the bottom. Hold on, let me go get my pills. And so, one of the things that I do, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I activate, because this is a good day to activate, because it especially at noontime with Mars, that's a good time to do your activation spells of your whatever you got going on. But this is my ashwagandha that I get from the health food store. Now, the concept that I go by, once I can awaken inside my body any herb, any liquid that I have ingested. You can't call something forth when you ain't got the ingredients. If you don't have the ingredients in the candle or the Gregory bag, how you gonna call the energy? You have to have something that's attached to that energy in order to be able to manifest a certain outcome. So the body and the spirit of man is the candle of the Lord. So look at this like you conditioning a candle, because whatever that fire and the flame releases, because fire releases energy. Your body, that's why it is energetic and magnetic. I got to keep it science and keep it simple. Ashwagandha. I'm gonna put another. So I got star anise, that's ruled by Jupiter. Ebasa. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3. Since I can't do a threesome, I'm gonna get my 3 in there. So star anise is ruled by Jupiter. It's the air element. And then you got haritaki, that's ruled by Saturn. And now I got ashwagandha in this concoction that's ruled by Mars, the fire element. And this all has to do with my pineal gland or that organism to manifest the things I have need of. In other words, to protect my destiny. Ebasa. Now, I have hold on. So I don't just believe on putting stuff, anointing myself but I also believe in, that's why my oils are supercharged. But I believe in putting things in my body and giving my body what it needs. So I also got this red ginseng. You see the theme? I don't care if you get a red apple, you can do the contra. In this case, red ginseng. Such a balancer of hormones. Juju, red dates. Do y'all understand why certain fruits or certain foods affect our energy certain ways? That's why it should be important to you what you ingest inside your body. That's why it should be important to you if you have a certain type of gift that you eat fruits and vegetables that are aligned with your particular gifting. So red dates can be utilized on Tuesday. And I told y'all, when I told you women, because I take it too, donkey, DONGQUIA, this is the same thing. The red dates. So if you can't find an Asian stove, or you ain't licking on or sucking on, let me tell y'all something. If you a woman, a man, and you get an Asian woman to hold your thing, her hands gonna make you feel so big. Monstrosity. You gonna have an ego out of this world. Now you get with a black woman got hands like a man, it might make you feel like a shorty. Like she can palm a basketball. So I mean, size matters depending on what's the background. All right. Then I had this for years, so excuse the packaging. Bloodroot. Bloodroot is also used for purity and what's that coming up? Purity and renewal. It stops family trouble and aids in sexual performance. That's what Mars energy. If you are Aries, you are highly sexual. Aries rising sign, moon, or you're very passionate if you got Aries placement. I'm trying to explain to you the energy and why you need to put new wine in new bottles. If you're out here following Apostle Samuel Jr. and you are getting this new wine and you are refusing to get a brand new bottle, a brand new vessel, renewing your temple, cleaning your temple, it's gonna spill. But if you get this new wine that I've been putting out here over and over for melanated people, and let me tell y'all something, non-melanated people, it doesn't matter how much my information, you don't have our chromosomes. What it does for melanin, it does not do that for non-melanin. That's why when people say, well, it didn't work for me, how much melanin do you have? When you more melanin, this is for, and I said this, my platform is for melanated people. I'm not saying some things that I share may not help you. It's not my intention, but it might help you. Huh? But my thing is, I got my acai. Now I'm going to say this again. I might end up helping you, but it was definitely accidental. I am here for melanated people, especially if you're in the United States and you're going to be practicing the ATRS. I want you to know why this stuff is significant, why it is essential. And if you are trying to really preserve your magic, your ache, and your bloodline. These are some of the things that I implement on a daily basis. Did I show that? I should go in the I didn't want to overdo with the demonstration. What I want you to understand is that a part of benefiting from new wine is making sure you have a vessel that is worthy to hold it. You cannot keep the same attitude. This is to bring your vibration up. If you continue to have the mindset that a crab's in a bucket, this is gonna work. This is not gonna work out for you. Your state of mind supposed to be different. Your way, Paul said it like this: whatsoever things are lovely and a good report. I ain't mad with nobody. I'm gonna do what I got to do for me. I'm gonna say this again. If I can encourage, thank you for the likes. If I can encourage melanated people in any aspect of my journey, is you're not doing nobody a favor when you get up and get what you need. And let me tell you this. This is why I told you guys about finances. It costs money. If it costs them money to destroy our waters, destroy our foods, it's going to cost money or resources or currency to revitalize us. I'm giving you, without giving you, the secrets. I'm telling you universally what iron is. I'm telling you universally why your blood, because you can still have blood in your body, but if it doesn't have the nutrients, it doesn't have anything to carry to your cells, which are your batteries. And that means that hinders your ability to how much power you got. And you don't want to be the type of battery that you got enough hemoglobin to turn the lights on in the car, but you can't crank it. I'm going to say that again. You got enough hemoglobin. You got enough ache in your body to turn the lights on, but you ain't got enough to crank it. And what good is it sitting in a car that the lights come on and you can't go nowhere? So if you want to operate in your gifts and your divine abilities and be more proficient in it, I'm sharing. When people, if Dimitri, all of them can tell you about the level of energy, because I was always powerful, but I ain't never been this powerful because I ain't never had this much cranking power. When you look at a battery, it talks about its cranking power. I'm gonna say that again. See, when you got an 18-wheeler battery, you can crank or jumpstart any battery that is beneath your cranking power. I want to talk to y'all today. You can jumpstart anybody's battery, anybody's health, anybody's life, anybody's finances, anybody's situation that is beneath your cranking power. But when you try to crank somebody's battery that they got more cranking power, it's not only not going to crank their battery, but it's gonna kill your battery. I'm trying to help you while you are in the shape. You trying to help people that you ain't in no place to help. I'm trying to talk to you. If you don't have the cranking power, and God has not chosen you to be a Moses, He didn't choose you to be Joseph or Elijah, that means that you got enough cranking power for your battery and your car, and make your car. When you start allowing your energy to go to people, places, and things that you don't have the cranking power, you got a battery. We all got a battery. but we all ain't got the same cranking power. The moment you hook your battery to a battery that got more cranking power, not only you're not going to help them, you're going to kill your battery. Because they're going to take everything out of your battery. All your firepower, all that iron, all that. It's like when you exercise and when you sexually exert yourself, you use up a lot of energy to come to the fact, or not come to the fact, of ecstasy or orgasm. You did all of that pulling side of the road, getting your jumper cables out, telling them that you're there to help them. And once you hook up, because some people know better and some people don't. Now somebody like me will tell you, don't pray for me. You ain't got enough cranking power. And if I let my saints pray for me, I make sure I'm present. That's even down to my kids. You can be concerned all day long. Energy don't lie. You ain't built yourself up to enough cranking power. You don't have enough catalyst in your blood to jumpstart this situation. That's why some dream. I was telling Mother Susan. I was telling her, and I came across really hard, but my purpose was, don't put too many irons in the fire. Let God do what He doing in your life and bring that to fruition before you throw another iron in the fire. Some of y'all, the reason why things are slowing down in your life is not because of it's something wrong with your desire, pretty much. It's something wrong with the amount of energy that you can have to disperse. You don't have enough cranking power to do 2 and 3 things. You don't have enough cranking power to sleep with a bunch of people. I came here with a big battery, and I shouldn't be doing it. But I got a lot of cranking power. That's why I was so hoish. Because I was able to do all of that and still go to work and not miss a beat. Some people got it, and some people don't. I don't care if you're an E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. Your ATR has nothing to do with your cranking power. All that big talk we do in church, if you ain't got the vote, like Yahshua had the spirit without a measure, he had the cranking power to go to the cemetery, to go to the cemetery and tell Mary and Martha, he but sleepeth. Show me where he lay. Jesus brought that battery, that resurrection battery. Yahshua brought that battery to the cemetery, and hooked it up to Lazarus, and with the arche, he transferred that. He said, come forth. In other words, he jumped that battery, and Lazarus came out of it. You can tell when people got the cranking power, because they get other people started. They get other people manifesting. They get other people bringing things to fruition. This ain't about trying to get money out of you. It's but you need to understand how magic works. Spirituality works. How you draw things into your life. And if you got too many irons in the fire, you ain't finished one part. That's one thing about they'll start something, but they don't necessarily mean they'll finish. Getting something started and not seeing what the end gonna be ain't good either. So you don't want to start a business that you can't finish. You don't want to start a project that you ain't finish. That's why it said ashwagandha is about endurance. Endurance, that enough iron, enough willpower will make you endure throughout whatever you're doing. Whether it's fighting somebody, whether it's trying to accomplish your health goal, whether it's about accomplishing your financial goal, whatever you're trying to manifest. But you got to have enough iron. You got to have enough willpower. You got to have enough endurance and or stamina. Let me tell you something. When you got that stamina close to mine or whatever, you can knock that box out of the ballpark. Huh? They hate to see you coming. When you bring that wood in the bedroom, they hate to see you coming. Because they already know. I don't care how good they say it is, you finna hit a home run. And your confidence level will be where mine is or exceed. When you able, see, some men or some women, they got enough stamina to get to the first base, to get to the second base. But there's other ones that have endurance, ashwagandha. I told y'all Wakanda forever. I mean that. And you finna knock the seam out there. And you're gonna still be able to go and do your daily chores. That's what Mars energy do for you. Mother Susan said, Apostle, she said, I've been able to go and get in my garden, plant my flowers. I have energy. Because I gave her some ashwagandha. Now I ain't saying she. Now my thing is I'm waiting on the mobility of her legs, because sometimes she have a hard time once she sits somewhere, her leg gets stiff. So I'm gonna wait till her leg is fine, and then I'm gonna put her on the corner because I got a church to build, and the mother of the church can help too. If I got to sell interest. Anyway. Oh, that's another. Tobacco is ruled by Mars. Communication. So I'm gonna let y'all know, if you see Mother Susan out on the corner, she's strong. I made sure she got ashwagandha. She ain't even I bought it for her. So when she get all that ashwagandha in there, and I see everything I back on the corner, she gonna go. I'm just saying, when you got a church to build and got a little time to get it in. So now I want you to see the bottle. I got Haritaki and ashwagandha in star anise. It was already strong. Now I have a catalyst that's gonna kickstart ashwagandha. That's gonna kickstart Haritaki when Haritaki is a bad boy all by himself, and then star anise. And then I'm gonna put that on this head. Not this head. This head. Let's stay focused. This is the eye. See, this got one eye, and this one got one eye. Let's bring it all up to this is particularly for this. When your eye single, your whole body full of light. And it strengthens Haritaki is strengthening your aura, your energy field. That's why I'm excited for melanated people. I hope that something I said brings some type of clarity. I hope something an example I gave you that gave you a understanding. If you're not putting the work in, you're not giving your body what it needs, it cannot produce. This stuff still costs. It don't cost like going to the emergency room or being out of work because something's going on with your body. But I'm at a point that I'm retired. And in my case, water and getting the rest that I need, that all of these ingredients. Now, like I said, I put all these ingredients inside my body as well. But when I'm consecrating something with this energy, and I got my copper directed my energy, this allows me to take these my workings to other chart levels. Um, only person like a Demetrius, I would do a candle. You would have to already be psychically inclined or a worker for me to do a candle or working for you. And I'm gonna tell you why. When you're not ready for change, this is not for you. When you're not ready to unhook from the matrix, it's when you are ready. I don't care what you initiating. When you are not ready for change, all you're gonna do is waste whatever new wine you just got. But when you are ready to stop, when you're ready to be a blessing, when you are ready to benefit from new blood in the ATR, when you see your blood cells creating new red blood cells, stronger than they was, because you got sin. You're not just eating food now. You understand that you're intaking energy. And so I tell people, don't eat to get full. Eat to get energy. And that'll let you know how much you need to be doing. Because everybody body weight different, everybody built different, all of that. But your body knows exactly how much fuel it needs. And when I tell you, Mother Susan has an extraordinary testimony. And I'm so glad that he was stop. I'm so glad that she got, and I can wait. She don't know that I'm for to pimp her. She been trying to be a madam and pimp me for the longest. But as soon as she get, don't worry, I'll buy the outfit. Long as the engine run, I'm gonna make my money back. I'm gonna get my money back. Okay? Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. I hope I hope you got a lot out of this, and I hope this brought some understanding. You can't put out what you ain't got in you. You can't expect your immune system to ward off all this stuff that's out here, and you're not giving it what it needs. If it's not registered with Mars, you ain't gonna have the endurance or the stamina necessary to see what the end gonna be. All right. I do and will prepare a red candle, or you can burn my blockbuster love incense, or my triple threat, or if you want me to prepare you a triple threat candle. Let me tell you something. You have no reason to be defeated. You have no business to be lacking of energy, and I'm telling you why. Because whatever you need, God has already provided for. If you don't decide to be a good steward and do what's important, I would tell people, I've never taught anybody to put their wants before their needs. But if you make sure that your needs are met, manifestation of other things. He said, all else shall be added. God ain't trying to keep you not from getting your wants, but there's an order to this thing. He said, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all else shall be added unto you. It's just that simple. You fall out of order, you can't. You're not gonna have manifestation. All right. I see y'all a little later.